How to accept the normal. Hey y'all, it is Brent Perry with Business on Purpose. Now, as I'm recording this, my beloved UT Volunteers just received a good old whoopin from the Gators down in Gainesville, Florida. And I'll say this, anyone who knows anything about college football could have told you that before the ball was kicked at 6 p.m. down at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, what the outcome of this game was going to be. But I would be lying if I didn't tell y'all about an hour before kickoff, I started thinking we actually have a little bit of a shot to win this thing. I kept it to myself because I have been laughed at enough being a fan of the Vols. Always will be, but over the years, sadly losing to good teams and honestly some pretty bad ones has become the normal for us. I mean, we're talking a 6-6 season or even a 7-5 season is a really heck of a season in our books these days. But beating Alabama or Florida or Georgia, probably not going to happen. Occasionally, we can pull off something bigger than ourselves and we make sure to celebrate it for a long time because we found ourselves accept what we would call the new normal. So the question tossed around today is, how do we accept the normal in our business? And really, what do I even mean by that? Because I'm not talking about the losses like this football game. Because when I'm talking about the normal, I'm really talking about the systems and processes that you create to give you the results that you are looking for. Is there such a thing as predictability in your business? We really think yes. I mean, what SOPs, those standard operating procedures, have you built that give you and your team your vision and making those wins regular? Now, at Business on Purpose, we use the master process roadmap that holds all of our processes literally in one place. It is every process that we have in our business on one roadmap. And many of the clients that we have coached have this master process roadmap built out themselves. This is a funny story. One of our coaches, Thomas, tells us about one of his first weeks in the office working with our owner, Scott Beebe. Thomas noticed that there was a trash bag. It was full in the office, and he asked Scott, hey, where do I take the trash out? He was just trying to be helpful. He wanted to be, new on the job. He's like, trash is full. Where do I take it out to? Now, the best part is Scott's response. Oh, just check out the taking out the trash process. What? This man, Scott Beebe, had created a taking out the trash process for everyone in the office. It went through the details of where to take the trash, where to find the new bags, what to do when the new bags get down to 5 or less, etc. And I know it sounds funny and simple, yet highly effective. Because here's the deal, Scott doesn't have to worry about whether or not the trash gets taken care of or whether or not the office has enough bags, because we all have access to this procedure and we can use it effectively to create the new normal. So in this case, we always have trash bags as a Business on Purpose team. And everyone on the team knows how to do it and knows how to do it the same way. It's the normal because we can predict the results because we have created the procedure and we have written it down. Now, this is a very small example. I can't even begin to count how many processes that we have created at Business on Purpose over the last 6 years. But just like the trash bags, they are all effective. They provide us with the normal results that we can expect and accept from each other. So, here we go. How do you as a business owner accept the normal and get your team on the same page? You've heard us say this before. We really mean it. We really believe it. We really practice it ourselves. Write it down. You got to get what's in your head down on paper. I mean, physically, you can write it down on a notepad or digitally because we live in the new 21st century. You can type it out on the computer, on a Google Drive or Dropbox or something. Have it as a process that you and your team have access to. Take the time to create it, and you will not regret it. Because how do you accept the normal? How do you predict where your business is heading? You create the procedures, you create the SOPs, you create the roadmap, and you allow your team to have access to it. And that's the direction you will head. Hey, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast or our YouTube channel. We have weekly content, world class. I can't say that enough, from coaches who really dive into creating resources for business owners. We want to be here for you. We want to support you. Thank you for listening. I hope y'all have a blessed day.